last Sunday at Hindmarsh, round one saw two combatants go toe-to-toe, but neither could land the knockout blow.
Melbourne, I think, are probably more worried about how they've gone the last few weeks. And they've got a bit to worry about after today as well.
He's played, what, in 4 finals matches and he hasn't won one yet, so I guess he's under a bit of pressure there.
Now the fight resumes on Melbourne's home patch.
It's good that Melbourne have actually got fans that are so passionate and patriotic, because it adds colour, it adds a lot of flavour to the game.
And that's another incentive we've got, because we really feel that they deserve to watch the final in Melbourne.
Armed with the largest and most loyal supporter base in the country, Melbourne hosted Adelaide for the right to an illustrious grand final spot. Having not secured a win this year, the Premiers were looking somewhat vulnerable, and with only 3 wins recorded at the Telstra Dome all season, the Victory's passage to the showpiece event was far from certain. Adrian Caceres' promotion to the 11 signalled Ernie Merrick's intention to deliver an attacking game to Adelaide. The midfielder was handed a start on the left at the expense of Mark Burns. Steve Pantelides continued in his role at left back, while Brazilian Alessandro was promoted to the bench. With no goals to his name since round 10, Socceroo Travis Dodd was looking to regain his scoring touch. He started on the right side of a 4-man midfield in company with Ross Aloisi, Diego and Nathan Burns. An injury to Bobby Pettis saw Carl Viet promoted to the lone striker role. Mike Cockrell and Robbie Slater were at the Telstra Dome.
The Victory straight onto the attack down this left-hand side. Adrian Caceres, he was the big tactical decision made by Ernie Merrick going into this game. More width from Melbourne. The width was controlled by Adelaide United a week ago, and Robbie Slater, that will be a key to this game.
I think it was something like Adelaide had over 30 crosses, might have been 32 or 33 crosses to Melbourne, who only got 5 or 6.
Ball played in deep to the back post. Dodd with the header. Travis Dodd with the opening goal of the major semi-final. Away from home, he silenced the Telstra Dome. What an important goal that is for Adelaide United.
It's a very good cross coming in from the left-hand side. Pantelides misjudges the flight of it. Travis Dodd, that's a great header. Great ball from Diego to the back post. Travis Dodd just heads this back from where it came from, across Theoklitos, who has no chance. And of course now we will have a result. There will be no extra time or penalties.
The perfect start for the team in red. And Melbourne Victory have to dig themselves out of a deep hole. Danny Allsop with plenty of room. He's been invited to shoot. Danny Allsop. And there was plenty of meat behind that effort from the big number 9.
That's a great strike. Shows the confidence. Really no one comes out to pressure him. He looks up, and that's not far away. But Danny Allsop probably hasn't been in his greatest form in the last couple of weeks.
Muscat, now Brebner. Waits for a run from Pantelides. Comes inside instead, Grant Brebner. Danny Allsop with a chance to shoot. Save from Beltrame, a very important one. Hasn't had much to do so far, Daniel Beltrame.
Good skill, goes past Kemp. Good strike, but that's good goalkeeping. Saves with his feet. Danny Allsop for the first time getting him behind.
Adelaide will be desperate to keep this scoreline intact. Melbourne will be equally determined to change the balance of this game with a goal before half-time. Fred, still going, Fred, down he goes. And the referee has had a good long look at that, and that will be a card for the Brazilian for simulation. And if he's got that right, I applaud the decision of Mark Shield. It's a blight on the game.
That was a good positive run. Picks up the ball, skips past Diego. He's trying to go past Valkanis. And of course it's a dive, and it's the right decision from Mark Shield. The temptation was too big for the Brazilian. There was no contact.
And perhaps you hope that seeing that flashed up on the big screen might make Fred think twice about doing it again. Bustling, surging, menacing run here from Danny Allsop. And Danny Allsop has levelled it up in the major semi-final. The Victory are very much alive.
Well, what a finish. What a goal from Danny Allsop. Saying he hasn't been in form in the last few weeks. Well, he's brought this massive crowd at the Telstra Dome to life. It's a wonderful finish. It opens up for him. Here he drives inside. Valkanis, he takes it the other way onto his left foot. And there's placement and there's power in this shot. Here it goes, he shapes to go outside, comes inside. That goes into the top corner. Unstoppable. Wonderful strike from Danny Allsop.
Goal number 12 of the season for Danny Allsop. Undoubtedly his most important. And what a good time to score so early in the second half. We have a big game on our hands now. The pendulum has swung 180 degrees. Well, that has brought this Melbourne team to life. It's brought the crowd to life. Jete. There is Alessandro. And the other substitute, James Robinson. Andy Merrick looking as though he might make a change. And it is Alessandro that Andy Merrick is talking to at the moment with the help of an interpreter. A Scottish-speaking interpreter, I hope. Adelaide have it. There goes Diego. The shot is just wide.
Oh, it's a good run. Really just towed that one. Brazilian had a good match. Standout player for Adelaide in the first half. Of course, Melbourne are going to push forward now, and that's going to leave them open to the counter-attack.
Confirmation there'll be 4 minutes of time added on. Alessandro.
That's another poor decision there from Alessandro. He's eager, enthusiastic. But they love him here.
They love him to bits. He's drawn the foul, another free kick, another set piece. Everyone's going to go forward for Melbourne victory. Leia is there, Vargas is there. Allsop always a threat. Robinson. Testing times here for Adelaide. In comes the free kick. Good delivery, Robinson, and it's gone in. The substitute has put Melbourne victory into the grand final.
Well, it's unbelievable. Adelaide don't deal with it. They've dealt with every ball into the box today. And the one 2 minutes into injury time, it's locked in there. It falls to James Robinson. The header doesn't have power, but what it has is direction. And it loops over Beltrami, and it quite possibly sends Melbourne victory into the grand final in 2 weeks' time here at the Telstra Dome.
Amazing scenes here at the Telstra Dome. He hasn't scored a goal for Melbourne victory until now, and what a time to score for James Robinson.
Well, it's heartbreaking for Adelaide, but they kept probing. They get a good ball into the box. No one's picking up James Robinson on the far post. He just loops his header. There's not a lot of power. Loops it over Beltrami into the far corner. And Andy Merrick still hasn't moved.
What does it take to make this man smile? Unbelievable. James Robinson, the Englishman, with the biggest goal, I'm sure, of his career.
Well, it's tough on Adelaide. Get to that point in the game. It's not over yet.
Thompson, 3 against 2 for Melbourne. Robinson wants another chance. Still going is Archie Thompson. They're queuing up. The shot is blocked. And eventually cleaned up by Daniel Beltrami. A look at the watch here from Mark Shield. There can only be seconds remaining. Jete is the target. Dodd, Travis Dodd against the keeper. What a save from Michael Theokotos.
Well, Michael Theokotos has come up with the most dramatic save of the season. What about a chance?
Huge save from the goalkeeper. And there is the final whistle. Melbourne victory are into the grand final, and it will be played here at the Telstra Dome. The late show for the minor premiers has brought Adelaide United undone in the cruelest circumstances imaginable. The final score in the second leg of the major semi is Melbourne victory 2, Adelaide United 1.
It's unbelievable the support we've had, and I've said it right throughout the season. If anyone deserved it for the final to be in a state, in a city, it's these fans. They've been tremendous, and the question of our character's been asked a lot of questions, even today, even the written media, a lot of questions were asked. I think we answered them tonight.
Look, I think we were probably a little bit nervy at the start. and understandable with a crowd like this, but I think we gave Melbourne a little bit too much respect. But having said that, I thought we got people in good areas and didn't really let them in all that often. We defended exceptionally well. Even towards the end of the game, we put them into areas where they gave the ball back to us. But that's where the goals came from at the end of the day. We gave the first one away, cheap, too early in the second half. We talked at half-time about keeping the ball for the first 10 minutes and trying to take this thing out of it, and we gave it straight back to Melbourne. They scored, and that was the one that probably hurt the most.